Hello everyone, LTS is back with another video, and today on the bench I have this Sony small stereo with all the features that in the mid 2000s you would like to get. Is the cassette player with auto reverse function, also high MD. Mini discs are accepted, and it is NetMD device, so you can record those high MDs with your computer, or just put the files from your computer to that high MD disk. And also it has CD player. When I received it, basically it was not doing anything. I had to disassemble it and clean some things just to get some functionality a bit working, you know. Also what we have is the most common issue for these is, look at the cable of one of the speakers. It is basically super damaged here. And I'm doing that on my own risk, you know, for now, but I will change it soon. So this is quite nice actually unit, and I'm a bit sad that I have not started recording of all of the things that I have done to this unit until now. But I think that still will be interesting, because I will do now tape transport service, and also I will just show how to access those high MD transport and CD transport for this unit. So stay tuned. And basically to remove to get access to the device, you have to remove those side panels. We have two of them, and we have also that back panel to remove. And when unclipping that motor, that fan connector, be very careful, because it is very fragile, and I have done it with some small pliers, because place where it is located, that connector is very narrow, and there not much of the space you have to not much of the space you have actually right over here. Yeah. Okay, so let's then maybe at first a bit try the device. Right now I'm gonna do one thing. I'm gonna change the language. Okay, I think it's this one then. Okay, and English. Okay, so we do not have MD inside. Let's put some IMD disk. And it was not accepting any MDs, but you just have to clean the switches that shows for the transport that you are putting in some disk, and that fixed the issue. Also, there were lots of dust inside, and I have also get battery for the remote that was with the unit. And as we can see, we have it successfully read the disk, and also it have recorded this one. Let's maybe play it a bit. Some track. We have PCM tracks. Those were recorded from the computer, and since this device has a bit different, you know, I think encoding for the text. It doesn't show that song title or whatever. But when I have tried to record one track from the compact disc, it copied that track name just perfectly fine, and it is showing it. As we can see that only one track name we can see, yeah, and all of those are yeah, PCM, I think, so not much compressed audio files, yeah. Yeah. So let's stop playing it and CD. CD transport we still have to a bit clean. This is how it gets those discs inside, those discs actually. And as I can hear also, it is spinning that disc quite fast, so it is doing some kind of compression, I think, a bit inside before releasing that sound, because other players that are, you know, a bit older ones, they are just spinning that disc a bit slower. So this is what we have right now. Yeah, and the CD also was not working before because there were lots of dust inside, and I just had to clean it. But I will show how to access that CD and MD transports. So stay tuned, and let's start repairing that tape transport for this one. Okay, so let's start, and let's first of all undo that screw. This one just was there for not a long time, yeah. And now how to remove this tape transport mechanism, yeah. Since it is very compact unit, as we can see, we have some flex wires. So let's undo the first few of them. I like to remove this from this part because it is a bit more convenient, and we also have one connector right over here, then this connector, two, okay, then this motor is connected right over here. I hope that you can see right here. Then let's remove this connector also, and I think that it should be, yeah, it is now free. Okay, so to access MD transport, what you have to do. First of all, we have to remove this front panel. So to achieve that, you have to undo one connector from right over here, and there is quite a few connectors right over here. And we have to change the tip for this, because with front panel we have to remove those two ground wires. One is right over here. Yeah, you can see it. Okay. Good. And when you remove front panel, don't forget to undo those. Yeah, Those are lockable ones. You can undo those from the sides, but it's just my way how I deal with those. So if you think that it's must to, you know, do like that from both sides, then and only then to remove the cable, it's your way. How do you do it? Yeah, and I do this like that, and that's it. It now should be free after we remove those two screws from the bottom. Yeah. And this is it. It should just slide off, or slide out actually. Let me check if everything is disconnected, and yes. Yeah, so this is front panel and all of the things that are related to that. Okay, let's check the belt. The belt is still fine. It is doing its job, so there is no reason to change it from here. And as I can see, I have already used lithium grease inside, and there are some switches that you can and have to treat with some cleaner. So I'm using this one, thermal contact, not thermal, but just contact cleaner. This one is with protection inside, so it can be used on potentiometers also, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Let's wiggle those a bit. It's very hard to see, but oh well. Good. So this part can be moved away. Now right over here, how to remove and separate those two blocks. Yeah, that is actually quite easy task, but we will have to remove this big flex because we have to remove two screws. So one is right over here. Yeah. And one is right over here. What I can see inside is lots of electrolyte SMD components. Then before removing or separating transports, do not forget to undo some connections. Yeah, and I think that's it. And now you just can lift it up like that, and before anything else, do that flex wire from that connector. Okay, just like that, and now it will be just free to go. You just slide it in that direction and lift it up. That's it. MD transport is in your hand. Right over here we have CD transport. It is quite easy to remove from this also, we have to just undo those two screws from the bottom. So let's do that. Actually, it's not very difficult to do maintenance for this device, you know. And as I remember, we can just slide out everything. Yeah. When you're sliding out, do not forget to not harm this flex wire, and that's it. And this is tuner board. It's just a tuner. There were lots of dust, and I have cleaned quite good, as you can see. Yeah. So right over here, what you have to do, you have to use that contact cleaner right over here for this small switch. I have used that already, and I used it just for show off for you. And after using that, my recommendation is to check it with the tester here. And basically, if you want to do a bit more, for example, to clean the laser, you have to undo just few screws. So one is right over here near the motor that is responsible for CD load, and one right over here, and then just slide into that direction and lift up. That's it. Now what you can do, you can clean this, but this is already cleaned by me, and you can use some grease on those gears. Yeah. On this part, this is quite an easy task. Just check if the motor is fine and spins fine. This one is spinning very freely. Then use some cleaner and clean this part from the dust and all other stuff. Yeah. Then you can clean also the laser itself, laser lens, and to get a bit more, let's remove those screws. And yeah, I see more of electrolyte capacitors, but those are still fine. I do not see any leakage, so let's not do anything for them. Yeah, you can undo that flex wire, but I will not do this. And what you can do right over here, you can use some lithium grease. Just a tiny bit on that sled. Yeah. And on this sliding rail right over here, can use also just a tiny bit so that it will move a bit more freely, you know. And that's it. Actually, there were lots of, you know, dust earlier, and I have used de-duster from that I get just recently. It's this one, valve box. This is quite a good tool to spray off all the dust from the devices when you are fixing them. Okay, good. So we are done with CD transport. Now let's use a bit more of that lithium grease right over here. That's quite clean, but you know what? Let's clean it again a bit better. Let's put this one back like that. Yeah, just like that. Okay, so at the front and then like this. Good. Let's put back those screws. Let's prepare that flex wire connector, and that's it with the CD transport, so that so we can put this one back. By the way, that belt is still perfect condition. When you're putting back, also protect that flex wire, and it should go into those places, yeah, that transport. Good. Just like that. Just like that. And now only a few screws from the bottom. One right over here. And another one in the side. I think that I'm gonna do it like that, yeah. So that's it with CD transport. Let's put it away. Now this one. Yeah. So to access MD transport, to clean it, you have to remove quite a few screws. So 2 from right over here. Then we have 2 from this place. When I received it, this device was doing absolutely nothing, actually. Only the radio was working, and surprisingly tape transport. But that was a huge surprise for me, that it was still functional, you know. But when you count how many years it is available. So I think that this one was released and somewhere about 2005 maybe ish. So it's not that old. Okay, you see that motor? Yes, you see it. So to remove, you have to undo it from this part and lift it out. When you are lifting that out, don't forget to put all those doors inside, and just like that, this removed. Yeah. Right here we still have some dust, as I can see. Okay, so how it is working. You have to basically do one thing, is to clean those switches that are on this board. How to access them? It is quite not hard task. You have to just use some small screwdriver, and those two you have to pin in the position, and it will just slide out. Yeah, lift it up. Okay, like that. Then be careful, you do not have lots of slack right over here, so you have to manage that somehow to remove. Yeah. As I remember, it just goes like that. And right over here you can see that I have used quite plenty of that dioxide. Yeah. So there is quite a few, it's free actually, switches. Yeah. So that's it with the switches. This thing works quite good. From right over here I can see motor sled. From right over here I can see laser sled. So we can do what we can do. We can use some tiny bit of lithium grease and just oil a bit that sled. And to get better result, we can put the door in our position, and we can move a bit that laser into the side. Yeah, just like that. And let's use some tiny bit of that lithium grease on that sled more. Okay, flex wire is okay. It just moves perfectly fine over here. Let's return that laser back. A bit. Good. We can just tiny bit oil that place because it hangs on that position right here too. and this is it. Okay, and to clean laser lens, we can do it from right over here. Just use some cotton, some cleaner, tiny bit, and just like that. Super simple cleanup. And that's it. Right over here for the removing and loading the we have the belt. Belt is still okay. Yeah, it is still okay. So let's leave it like that, and let's put those switches back. And this is quite a task. And this is it. All of the things are in their corresponding places. Now we can put back this one. So let's do this. Okay, to put this one back, we have to first of all those into place, and at first we have to put this one inside like that. Like this. Everything is in the correct places. We can put back this connector, and let's put back all the screws. Good, so that's it with MD unit. Let's put it back. In the place. Before screwing it down, we have to put this flex wire in its place. Now let's put it on the rails. And let's screw it down with those two screws. We cannot use, but we can put this flex wire back. Let's reconnect few connectors. That's actually it for this part, yeah. Let's see what do we have right over here. So to get to the tape transport, Oh, there will be quite a few screws actually. Yeah, not a quite few, but a lot. A lot screws. Okay, then let's start. So let's remove this one. Wow, what a pour. What a pour. But you know, the belt is still okay. What about the other belt that we have? This one's still fine too. Good. Let me see how to access that. For example, azimuth adjustment from right over here. We do not have any chance basically to access it. You have to remove some screws, and I do not know how I will test the device in this position. I think that you can't see anything because I'm a bit out of place actually. Do you see how much dust do we have right over here? And is there a way? Yeah, there is. Let's remove those grounds from right over here. Okay, so this part is removable or not? Yeah, it is. So actually, to adjust azimuth, you have to remove this thing from right over here. Okay, so let's clean up this mess. I'm gonna go outside and spray it out with my Wolf box. It's compressor. Just look. I'm gonna show on my hand. See how much power it has. A lot. Okay, I'm gonna go outside to clean all those parts. Okay, so I have just came back and you can see the difference, I think, quite well. Now about the tape speed. I think that there is control on the motor itself. And after I install it in the deck, in the device, actually there is no chance that I will still have access to it. Absolutely none. Okay, tape transport doesn't look too bad after cleanup. On the head I can see some wear. That is quite normal. Nothing special actually. Because it is old device, not new. And yeah, head is actually worn quite good. Quite good one. I think that I will not invest more time into this tape transfer because we still have good belts. Both actually belts are still good, and then why to do something, you know? Okay. Now let's try to put it back somehow. Yeah, there is absolutely no chance to access that motor adjustment unless you somehow connect everything, but this is too risky. I would not recommend to do that. And this, oh my god, this tape is terrible, as you can see. Okay, now how it goes, somehow like that, I think. think that, yeah, that's the correct place for it. That is quite complex unit in the end, yeah. I have unscrewed that one or not? I don't remember, whatever. Okay, now this part. It should go in like that somehow. Let's put back those 3 screws. We will see how good we can in the end adjust the azimuth for this one. And okay, those regulators, as I can see, still have good connections, and I do not see any cold solder joints, you know. Okay. Okay, so basically that's it. Also with the tape transport, we have not done anything very crazy with it. In the first place, because it's still working, and I have tested that, and I think it will be just perfectly fine. To access main display, okay, there is like almost, you know, 0 chance. Okay, good. So I think let's start putting everything back together. So at first, MD transport and CD transport. Good, now those grounding points. I have 2 screws for those. Okay, one right over here, one over here. I will screw it down after connecting all the things. So let's connect this motor back. All of those are connected, okay. Here we have to wait for the tape transport and that part. Now those connectors. Let's go further. Good, now let's put back the transport. Okay, to put this one back, you have to slide it into those. Okay, I hope that you can see, but I have installed only those two screws so that this part will be fixed into place. Okay, right now we still have the slack, as I can see. Now let's connect all those ribbons back. So maybe let's start from this one. And yes, all of those are from the body, from chassis. Okay, right now I'm just gonna turn on the device. Okay, so I have just connected it to the speakers. So let's see. Okay, so let's start from maybe mini disc. Let's load it. And let's see if it's still working. No. Okay, let's play. Okay. Let's check seeking. Okay. I think 24 tracks we have. Yeah. So it works just perfectly fine. Now let's put in some CD. How those are working. Let's play CD. What is nice about this unit that it can read CD tracks. This is CDR that I have recorded. I do not know when actually. And let's pause it. And from the track, oh, this time it have not read correctly table of contents. But let's see. Yeah, working just perfectly fine. radio. Come on. We have the sound that's static. This means that it is working. Now let's check what about cassette do we have. Oh, azimuth is all over the place. So let me now set the azimuth and I'll be back soon. Okay, maybe let's check what wow and flutter and what tape speed we have. So let's see. Let's play. Do we have to set something? I don't remember. Oh, we have to increase volume just. Okay, I have increased that. And just look at that. We have perfect speed. Almost perfect actually. And wow and flutter. Well, for this device I think it's not bad. Let's check other side. We have also not bad tape speed. And what about wow and flutter? Well, for this device it's okay, I think. Good. So right now I'm gonna do azimuth adjustment, and I will put photos in the video. As always, to adjust azimuth we have to remove that lid right over here, like that, and we will access those screws right over here to adjust the azimuth. Okay, so till then. Okay, so I have just finished setting up azimuth, and we can now maybe check how it plays. I think that it plays a bit better. It now has a bit more high frequencies than it had before. Okay, let's try if we can increase those highs. First of all, let's change the language. No, not there, right here, I think. Maybe a bit better place. So I think that's it with the testing. Maybe that would be wise to record actually something. Maybe we can try to do that. Yeah, let's see. Let's put in the tuner. Let's record that white noise, because I have to attach aerial to get a better reception, and I do not have that right next to me, something like that right now. So let's try to record on the tape. Okay, it shows that it is protected tape. How about it? We change that side tape. Is it recording? Maybe it is. No. Record and play. Yeah, now it is recording. Okay, I think that's, and we see the right over here LED. Okay, let's set it. First of all, let's go back to tape. Let's rewind a bit. Play. Oh, right over here, yes, I just rewinded too much. So, this device is recording. Good. So I think that's it. Let's assemble the device fully. And we will do the just final testing for it. But before that, of course, that wire we have to change, and I will do that, I think, maybe instantly after assembling the device. So, okay, now I'm testing recording to the HMD, and from what you can see, it is working just perfectly fine. Okay, let's check what we have recorded. This will be the last track, and yeah, it is still doesn't show the titles. I think that it will be some text encoding stuff happening. Okay, let's see, 24 tracks. This should be Thunder Truck actually, the AC/DC. Yes, and we have the playback. Okay, so right now I'm gonna assemble the device because it is still like that. Also, what I have done, I have cleaned a bit CD, and now it is showing titles because now it can read maybe those. So now let's assemble the device, because we have done everything with it. Okay, MD we do not have, and tape we do not have. Okay, let's start. Okay, so let's start assembling device. How to do that correctly? Well, as I remember, we have to put the sides at first. But before that, let's dust those, because still have not had time to clean it properly. And that's it. Let's put now all of those screws back. Okay, so that's it. We have assembled device. We will have to clean it better, I think. So how to change it? I see that we have some screws from the back, so I'm gonna unscrew those and then we'll show you what I have found out inside, okay? So so after removing that plate, I see that we have more screws to remove to get access. So I'm gonna remove more screws. Okay, so from what I can see, I do not have access from the back. Let's try to remove those screws and maybe this will lift out. Okay, so I will remove these screws and I'll be back. Oh my god, all the wires inside are very bad condition, actually. Very bad. Let's unclip those. Come on. And it is 20 watts. Not bad woofers, I would say. You know what, let's unscrew this part. Now let's hope that it's not glued. No, it's not. So we actually can remove it quite easily. And this is our fancy wire. This one. It's very interesting, actually. But we have ability to remove those inserts, so we will change that cable without a problem. Okay, so we have an temperature sensor. We have relay for turning on this. Okay, I think I will get some break right now, and I will be back for this one a bit later. So till then. Okay, so I have bought some replacement cable like that. I think that this will be just perfectly fine for this unit, and from what I can see, all the cables that are related to speakers should be replaced. So I will just unsolder those, and then I think that I will replace all of those cables, because as you can see, that isolating material is basically gone. Okay, so let me do this and I'll be back when I'll finish this job. Till then. Okay, so I have finished those. So right now I think that we can assemble this part, but before that, what I definitely would like to do is to use some zip ties. in some places. Okay, so regarding the construction, we have this power transformer, and one power transformer is inside that cage, right under this one. And that one, I think that has two taps. I think one is 100 volts and another maybe 120 or 220. I'm not sure, but I will not do any experiments with not planning to do actually any experiments with that, so it's not so important, yeah, for me. Okay, so that's it with this speaker. This one is finished. Just look at what mess I have right over here. What a huge mess. Okay, let's fix this thing. Okay, so I'm gonna just fix that and I'll be back soon. And that's it, I have finished this one too. So we have long full connection. Okay, so the main speaker is done. So that would be good to check this one, because most likely that those cables inside will be also not very good. Okay, so let me disassemble it and I'll be back soon. Okay, so actually those are still okay, and they look a bit nasty, but still doesn't show that crazy thing. In the long run, maybe it will be wise to do changing, yeah, but right now it is not necessary. So I think that I will assemble it, and that will be it. I'll see you in the last chapter where I will test the device for the final time. So till then. Okay, so let's do final test for this device. Okay, so it is powering on. Let's see. Yeah, we have the mini disc inside. What about CD? There is no CD. Good. At first, let's change the language. So let's go into menu and let's see. Okay. Perfect. And let's start. Okay, so it works just perfectly fine. What about mini disc? This is standard mini disc. Let's open it. Let's play. Yeah. Perfect. And let's try IMD mini disc. And what do we have? Let's see. Okay, it's red and also works just perfectly fine. Just from the camera, it contrast looks a bit not good of the display, but in person it's quite normal actually. Okay, then let's maybe turn on the radio for a bit. Tuner.
Salė kompensa, juos lydės ginger ir unprocessed. Ateik iš
So it's working perfectly fine. And what about tape? Let's see. Oh, we do not have anything over here. Let's put in the tape and let's play it. No? Other side. Perfect. So this is gonna be it regarding this device. It turned out to be in the end that this is quite nice unit and it looks very good on the shelf, and I think I will use it a bit since it is compatible with IMDs. I very like that feature because you can put just more music into regular MD or actually much more in the high MD one. Yes, so this is gonna be it. I hope you liked the video. As always, please consider supporting my channel. Also, please like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.